today we're going to be exposing our relationship.
둘, 셋. 안녕. Wait.
Sorry.
하나, 둘, 셋.
안녕.
What's your digital go on?
It's your girl Sorrel aka C twice aka Chocolate aka Serum, and welcome back to our channel. So for today's video, we actually did a live the other day. You know, we used to do lives like all the time, like weekly. During that live, something so funny happened. We actually had quite a bit of people comment and they were asking us for relationship advice. And I literally was like, child, we are the wrong people to be asking for relationship advice. We are the poster children for do not be like us, okay? There is they not like us, all right? Over here. And then there is do not be like us over here. I just thought it was hilarious that there were people in the comment section like seriously asking us for relationship advice. But like, I guess like at the end of the day, when you have gone through those things and you have learned and you have grown from them, I guess we can be pretty good at relationship advice or whatever. Y'all know the drill. We went on Instagram and we asked you guys for what you might need advice on in your relationships, and I read some of them while I was transferring them, and let me just say they're pretty juicy. You know what? It's like strangely comforting to know that like we're not the only ones who had a terrible relationship.
You know, if you really hear stories about other couples and other people, a lot of these problems overlap. They go through the same stuff.
Yeah,
it's stuff
and it's pretty terrible.
I was dated my ex for 5 months. We just recently broke up for several reasons. I'm not over him, and he just asked me to be friends with benefits. I kind of want to say yes because that D is that good. But I also want to get over him and move on. NGL, we hooked up this morning.
You know what NGL means?
Not gonna lie, we hooked up this morning. This morning meaning when you asked this,
yeah.
You just hooked up and then asked the question. No, I'm not shaming you. Shout out to you for knowing how to enjoy a good D. You just recently broke up. You're just basically saying you can't get over him. That is the point.
But she wants to get over him. That was her question.
You're not there just for the D, I feel like. There's emotions attached.
You think she loves him?
Some sort of. Might be. I'd say first and foremost, figure out if you do love him still or you're actually over and you literally are there for the D.
Real hoes do exist. There are women out there that do not give a single damn. She very well might just be in it for the D. Like, I would say based off of this conversation though, because she said how she'd get over him, that implies that she's might be in love with him or whatever. But girls nowadays, they move in the same way that men was moving in like the 80s and 90s.
If you're a hoe, stay for the day. If you're not a hoe, it gets more complicated. You gotta really identify your feelings and emotions and navigate like what's stopping me from wanting to be with this man even though the D is so good.
Right, but okay, to answer the question, you might want to stop smashing. You might want to stop like hooking up. If your goal is specifically just to get over him, it might be really hard to get over him if you guys are still being physically intimate. And that's considering that you love him. You'll be alright. Like,
next question.
Alright. I just ended a long-term relationship of 3 years. I'm feeling extremely lonely, and coincidentally my ex before this just hit me up and he wants to link. I'm really vulnerable and really horny. I don't love him, but I don't want my body count to go up by engaging in random flings. The question is, should I dive back in and spin the block or try to heal first? Fantastic question. Because I get it. Unless your body count is 1, you can't tell me that you haven't like spun the block out of fear of not wanting your body count to go up. I personally have not engaged in such activity. Don't look at me like that. I personally have not engaged in such activity. This is like not an uncommon occurrence.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people spin the block.
I get it. It's all about communication, right? If they're on the same page, they just in it to, I don't see nothing wrong. Take it away. You let him know that there is no love. I don't want to give you the wrong impression. I need love and affection. You never heard that song?
I don't know.
L-O-V-E.
I don't even know that.
And affection.
Oh, I know that song.
You do?
No, not this one. These men's are scrubs, and that remind me.
I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his bustin' right.
You kind of had a style in your hair too today.
No. Scrubs. Okay.
I cheated on my girl.
Why are you laughing, bro? It's not funny. You know what? This is a personal question.
I thought I wrote it. So.
You wrote it?
No, I thought. No. She found out and broke up with me, but I really want her back.
Why are you laughing? He's like, bro, this is my life right now.
A real person said this?
Yes, bro.
The other coochie ain't hit the same. Oh, okay. I feel you.
Okay. Why you say it like that?
Listen, I'm reading somebody's real problems.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And I realized I love her, but she won't even talk to me. How do I win her back? Nah, homie, you f***ed up already. Because like, if you cheat, this goes for both opposite sex, both. But if you cheat and then they decide to take you back, that's all cool. If they don't decide to take you back, you can't say nothing about it because you don't have the grounds or moral capacity to demand back the love. And I feel like I'm sure a part of you feels ashamed and guilty, and like I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to talk to her or like be very carefully treading. And there's another part of you that's very like honest to yourself, authentic, but like greedy, which is like, I just want her. What can I say about that? It's your choice at the end of the day, but like if she's not talking to you, how will you get her? She already disappointed us too much.
You could like pull one of them 90s moves, go to her house with a boombox. Yeah. I feel like girls are, suckers for that kind of stuff or whatever.
Some girls don't.
My heart is stone cold when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I built this confidence brick by brick, okay? And it's gonna take, come hell or high water, I don't let anybody knock me off of that. And I just feel like cheating is one of the highest forms of disrespect. If you do choose to take a partner back when they do cheat and stuff like that, I just feel like it's an uphill battle. Only you two know what really went on in that dynamic of your relationship. So I would suggest maybe giving her some time. You shouldn't have cheated in the first place, you stupid ass. I was good. I'm trying to fix my relationship with the Lord, okay? Your dumb ass shouldn't have cheated in the first place. Stop cheating. It's not good.
Like you said, the other coochie ain't hit the same.
Exactly. Now look at you. Dumb.
Whoa. This person's having a hard time, so he...
No. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to keep it 100. Always. They ask for our advice. You know what I'm saying? What is your girlfriend or your ex at this point? Because you don't... up stupid. What is your ex-girlfriend's love language? Try to cater to that. You only want her back because the coochie's not hitting?
Too much to the side.
They can't see me?
You're so to the side that you're basically looking at me.
Why do all the prettiest girls have stomach issues? I love my girlfriend, but she has some serious gut issues. When she passes gas, it smells like rotten eggs. She should have come with a warning label. It smells like something that has just emerged from a zombie's crypt. Can't
read the rest, it's funny.
Go ahead, I can't even read this.
Like her booty hole just summoned something from the undead. I'm convinced it's less of a fart and more of a hazardous waste spill.
This is not.
Is that bad?
Hazardous waste spill?
Yo, I never heard that phrase before. I'm pretty sure the EPA needs to be notified. It smells so bad. At this point, this person just wants to
He's just roast
the shit out of them.
Are you sure you love her?
That's his goal here.
Oh my god, keep going.
It smells so bad, I'm convinced it turns the air into a toxic waste zone. I swear I need to call in a hazmat team.
Damn.
It's not just a fart, it's a full-on chemical warfare attack. My nostrils are filing for a restraining order.
Damn.
If I could bottle up that stench and create a new scent for her, it would be called Eau de Disaster.
Disaster. Oh my god.
You get the point. All that to say, it smells so bad that I have genuinely considered breaking up with her about it. You didn't break up yet? I feel like you got more hate for her and her fart than you think, bro. I don't know what to do, but I do know I can't live with that forever.
Break up. You need to wipe your hands clean of that situation. The way he roasted that little girl, if I was his girlfriend, I would be in tears.
I can't fathom. There's no way something smells like whatever that two paragraph worth of explanation was.
And she has to be farting on a consistent basis.
My advice would be tell your girlfriend she gotta cut out the protein.
After a few amazing dates with this guy I had been seeing for over 6 months, he suddenly ghosted me. Boo! I was devastated. 2 weeks later, he reached out claiming he was overwhelmed. I really like him. Should I give him another chance or move on? You always have the option to communicate. You can give a million excuses underneath the sun as to why you don't communicate or whatever, but it literally takes 2 seconds. Whatever your reasoning is, totally valid. There is always going to be an excuse. There's not always going to be a justification for said excuse because communication takes 2 seconds. I would move on. Ghosting is one of the highest forms of disrespect. When you're pursuing somebody romantically, right? Taking time and space is okay. Communication and comprehension of that communication is always key.
My girl is annoying as f. I'm just kidding. My girl is annoying as f. Listen here, I'm a growing man. I eat a lot and my girl likes to pretend that she's dainty when she really be on her big back-ish because every time I eat, she eats. When she really be on her big back-ish? What's a big back-ish?
It's like but they don't want to say a bad word.
Every time we are out and about or at home and I'm getting food, I always ask her if she wants something. She always says no, she's not hungry, but as soon as the food comes, the first thing I hear is, can I get a bite? When we go out to dinner, it's even worse. She gets what she wants, I get what I want. But when the food comes out, every time she says mine is better than hers and end up eating mine instead and leaves me to eat whatever BS she doesn't eat. If she wasn't fine as hell, I would have been left her. How can I address this without coming off as selfish or causing a fight? You know what I would say about this? No, from what I hear from everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. This is just a natural thing. Guys need to start understanding that this is a nature of women and it's not a bad thing. No. Women feel emotion in a different type of way than a guy does, and then it's not always cold, short, like guys where it's just like emotions out, logic in, what's more efficient. We're problem solvers, I believe. Guys, they love problem solving and that's how they bond. But like if you're thinking all the time, what's a problem solving solution for eating this meal? What's the fastest way to enjoy this meal with the lowest cost? It's not gonna work out in a man and woman relationship, I feel like. Guys, try to understand when girls are like that, and girls, try to understand that he's trying his best when he's trying to understand that. So if you see your man not having a reaction and being very sweet to you and you're like, I want yours, and he's like, have it, babe, then understand that he's actually trying. It's not coming natural. And that's what I would say, and it might not apply to a lot of men. It might be my unpopular 2 cents. That's just what I think.
I wouldn't say it's unpopular. I think that there's going to be people that agree with you indefinitely for sure. One thing that I highly disagree with is that you said that men are problem solvers. They like to think that they are problem solvers, but they go about it in a backwards ass way when it comes to women. I'll just say that and then leave it there. Okay. You think about that, marinate on it. Okay. Sure. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't see anything wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I get it. It can be a little bit frustrating, but I definitely have like, even right now, I'm such a can I get a bite head? Like even to you, bro. Like I'll see him eating something, and I'm like, ooh, this looks good.
And I'm speaking from a point where it's like I used to be like, why would you ask for mine? Why didn't you order yours? I used to be like that, right? Now I just give it to you, right?
No, you've always been really like good about sharing. Cause most of the time it's because you want to bite of mine too. We're both like good at ordering.
Yeah, you know, we just like having 2 menus instead of one at the same time.
We always ordered, like whenever we like did go out together, we always ordered.
We ordered two or 3 or 4, and then we always know if we get 3 menus, we're both eating 3 types of food.
Exactly.
If we get 4, we're eating 4 types of food. I'd say you have 2 options, right? First one would be to understand it. The second one would be to address it and not understand it and just want to have a conversation about it. Don't start a fight. Don't address it. Understand it by understanding that how would you feel if she told you stop watching car reviews, stop watching dropshipping courses, stop looking at your bank account and only emotionally invest in me. How would you feel? You would feel like you can't be yourself, right? That's the same thing for a woman. You're gonna make her feel like she can't be herself and be in a healthy mood if you're like, why do you ask like why you can take my food, blah 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 about this food thing. If something just naturally happens for her, you gotta accept it for what it is. Without
causing a fight, I'm not so sure that he's insinuating that he would cause a fight. I think that he's insinuating that him bringing it up would cause a fight. Yeah, which is really sucky. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you should be able to address things with them without fear of how they're going to respond to your...
Yeah, ideally.
Because I feel like that's very unhealthy. If you have to worry that like, oh, my partner is not gonna respond to this kindly, when you're trying to express something that is hurtful to you in the relationship, you cannot be mad at me for being mad at you. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it would be one of those situations, but yeah, whatever he said. I found a used condom in my room. My wife and I are supposed to be celebrating 10 years this month. I don't know how to confront her because we have never used condoms. We have a beautiful life together, but I don't know what to do. I'm devastated.
So your wife brought in another man and used the condom, had intercourse, and then you found that out, and you've been married 10 years.
Is it like a female condom or a male condom?
It's a he, so it's a male condom he's talking about.
How do you know? How do you know he didn't find like a female condom, like she wasn't getting her coochie ate?
I don't even know what a female condom is. That's what I'm saying. It's probably a male condom.
I feel like he would have specified it.
I feel like women know everything, and women don't know much things unless they're interested in it. I don't even know what a female condom is, so that's why I'm just assuming, right? If he's something like me, that
it's like a little thing that you put and then you go without getting any.
Somebody cheats on you, it's always the best to just leave.
You can't just like kind of dumb it down to it's just best to leave, because like for some people it might not be the best option for them to leave.
Not leaving when you're cheated is the same thing as allowing disrespect.
Some people stay in relationships where they get cheated on all the time.
And if it works out, I congratulate you guys. But however, I am stating that you are turning a blind eye to the situation if you take back somebody who cheated. That's all I'm saying.
Period. Yeah. I know people who have been cheated on in relationships and stuff like that. They go through extensive therapy to rebuild and repair their relationships and trust and like all that stuff. So that's why I'm saying I don't want to diminish nobody's experience.
You have two things on a scale. The disrespect you receive for somebody cheating on you versus everything else. Your memories, how much you like her, how much she likes you, what your future is going to be, what you invested so far. Both of these are quite heavy.
I agree, right? But here's my thing. A lot of people like to make the argument about time, right? They're like, I've invested so much time. At the end of the day, all the time, energy, love, whatever you have already spent has been spent. If you were to continue this relationship, risk something like that happening in the future, then you got to think about now the extended time that is going to be wasted, if that makes sense. You got to have enough trust in your person to know that this is not going to happen again.
That's a strong ass point. I really felt that, because when you're thinking about the best future you can have from now, you have to think from now, not from when it started.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the same logic they use for people who are addicted to gambling, is that I lost this much so far, but if I'm just lucky once I can make up for it, so they just keep on going. They don't think about the probability of how much they'll lose.
Exactly, how much more they're going to lose.
Yeah, the probability of losing each game. They think about what we lost, what we can gain, and what's the best logical solution. But that itself is a trap. You have to think from now, no, we need to minimize risk, I need to get out of this table. That's the best solution. Yeah, I just talked about the weight thing, but like, why it weighs so much when you get cheated on is not because of what you feel at the moment. I just felt so disrespected. Yes, that's a part of it, but what lesson does it teach for taking them back about the cheating? Plus, what kind of future does it imply when somebody disrespects you enough to cheat on you?
Right, and you got so much life ahead of you still. If you got kids, I can understand why it would be, more difficult.
My best friend cheats on her mom. Wait, what? My best friend cheats on her mom. Man!
Okay, you want me to read it? Because you're not doing a very good job.
My best friend cheats on her man regularly. Dang near a different man for every day of the week. I don't really care that she does it, because I don't even really like that man. My loyalty is to her. But this weekend, I was out at the bars and saw her man making out with another girl. I'm torn because that's my girl, and I think she should know, but at the same time, part of this feels like karma. I don't want to shoot the messenger. Do I tell her or do I mind my business?
I would say that's just a big pile of bullshit, bro. I wouldn't know what to do in this situation.
It's a big pile of bullshit. It's a whole mess.
Just the way that my loyalties are set up, I would most likely tell my friend. I'd be like, just a heads up, player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got played for being a player.
Exactly. You might be getting a little played too. Like, this is just our 2 cents, you know what I'm saying? Take everything that we say with a grain of salt. Clearly, we stupid. Our relationship failed. So, like, we're not like the perfect people to be asking.
I honestly think at the end of the day, this video will be helpful, because to complete your advice of relationship set, it has to be from some people who have maintained an amazing relationship, and from some people who failed miserably. Yeah, there's something to learn from both sides. I feel like then you can complete the set with enough things to go off of.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You get in perspective.
Yeah, these are the stuff that they're doing very healthily. These are the stuff I cannot do, or else I'll lose my relationship.
Right. It's like the angel and the devil. It's like, this is what I want my relationship to look like, and this is what I don't want my relationship to look like.
Yeah, you follow the angel and then purposely do the opposite of what the devil says. You'll do extra
Exactly. You'll do well if you don't listen to thing that we just said.
That's it for today's video. If you like this video, if you want to see more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also tune in for more videos.
Bye.
Bye.